Hey guys, Lady Lee here. It's a beautiful morning here in North Carolina, very sunny. I'm inspecting my carrot beds and wanted to take you with me and show you how I thin my carrots, which is a very important activity that we should do after planting carrots. So let me show you the bed and then we'll talk about how I thin my carrots. Okay, so this is my carrot bed. I made this bed from pellet wood, cost me nothing, and that post on how to make this raised bed is on the blog and I'll link to it below. I prefer planting carrots in raised beds. I can just fill the bed with mostly compost and the carrots seem to love it. So I try to plant my carrots in raised beds. Now, as I plant my carrots, I don't space the seeds. The seeds are really tiny, and I prefer to just kind of broadcast them. So I move my soil, about an inch of the soil or half an inch of the soil, from one side of the bed to the other side of the bed. I spread my seeds, and then I bring the soil back on top of them and cover them. And then I do the same for the other side. So always what happens after I do that is that I have this kind of space in the middle that is empty. And that's fine because I'll show you in a minute what I do with that. It takes a little while for carrot seeds to germinate. And since I just broadcasted them and I didn't really space them when I planted them, they usually come up very dense. When the seedlings are about 4-inch tall or something, no, maybe less, like a couple of inches tall, I would go into the bed for the first time and thin them to be about half an inch apart. So what you see right now is after a couple of weeks after I already did the first thinning, and you can see that they are still very close together. They're still very close together, about half an inch apart, and that's fine. When I do that thinning for the first time, I take the tops that I cut and I use scissors for that. I don't pull the seedlings. I just use scissors, or tomato clippers are really good for that, and I just cut the seedling at the soil level. I take the tops and I use them in my salad, so I don't waste them. They're very flavorful and a great addition to a salad. So really the first thinning is when the seedlings are about 2 inches tall or something like that, a few weeks after the planting. After the first thinning, I will let the seedlings or the carrots keep growing for a few more weeks. This is where I am with this bed. We are not in a place here where I have little carrots yet. It is still just the carrot tops, and if I pull one of those, there's no root in there. But what I'll do is I will give these carrots a few more weeks to grow until I have baby carrots that maybe about this big in the soil, and then I'll go in and I'll thin for the second time, and that time I will pull baby carrots, which my kids will love, just to snack on. I'll pull baby carrots, and I'm trying to get to a situation where my plants are spaced about an inch apart. When they are an inch apart, that's enough for each carrot to grow to full size. So the second planting will be second thinning will be a few weeks after the first one. Shayla is having fun in the sun. The second thinning will be a few weeks after the first one, and by that time I will pull baby carrots and space my seedlings or my carrots to about 1 inch apart, and they will grow all the way to full-size carrots while spaced 1 inch apart. Also, an important thing to mention is that in my second thinning, my kids usually will eat all of the carrots as a snack, and of course I will too. And with the young tops, I make carrot top pesto, which is really tasty, and the recipe is on the blog as well, so I will link to it below. And this way I'm really not wasting anything. In the first thinning I use the young tops in my salad, and in the second thinning I use the baby carrots as a snack and the young tops as carrot pesto, which I can freeze and preserve for a month. Now, one last thing, when a few weeks after I plant my carrots, I will go into the bed and do a second planting. You can see here that I have little baby carrots, seedlings coming in, and I planted them a couple of weeks ago. And obviously, as you can see here, I'll have to do the same type of thinning with those two. But really planting a second planting of carrots a few weeks after the first one to kind of fill the bed, it really puts me in a situation that I use the room in the bed really well. You know, I went all the way around wherever there was, I don't know if you can see that, wherever there were kind of empty spots, I filled them with some more seeds. And you have to keep the soil really moist when you have carrot seeds in the ground, but they'll germinate and they'll kind of fill the ground. And I'll just have many carrots in different stages of readiness, so I don't have like a whole lot of carrots ready for harvest at the same time. That's it. Guys, this is how I do my carrots, and it really gives me great results usually. And it is putting me in a situation where I can use everything and I'm not wasting any part of the carrot at any point. And also puts me in a situation where I don't have a bazillion carrots ready at the same time. I will start this this bed, maybe one bed like this, early in February. I'm in North Carolina, growing zone 7B. So I'll start one of those carrot beds early February and cover it with agriculture fabric, and then I'll start another one or two more beds in the middle and the end of March. So really, I try to make sure that I have a good and steady supply of carrots for a few months. And then of course, carrots are really good root crop to store in a root cellar or cold storage for the winter. So I'll do that, and I try to plant more carrots in the fall too. I hope this helps. I'll see you in the next video.